The Rockford Ice Hogs wrap up their brief two-game road trip tonight as they pay a visit to a familiar foe in the Chicago Wolves out at Allstate Arena. Hello, everybody. Joseph Zakrzewski back with you for Ice Hogs TV as we take a closer look at tonight's matchup with your Ice Hogs game preview. The Ice Hogs entered tonight's matchup with a record of 15-14, 3-1, and they improved to third place in the Central Division and are riding a three-game point streak. For the Chicago Wolves, they dominate the Central with a record of 25-7, 4-1, and they have the second-best record in the entire American Hockey League behind Utica and the best in the Western Conference. The Ice Hogs began their brief two-game road trip last night out in Milwaukee, falling 2-1 in overtime. It will be the third straight game the Ice Hogs have needed to go beyond regulation and are 1-2-0 over that run. Forward Andre Altabarmakian would grab the lone goal for the Ice Hogs, and it came just 4.5 minutes into the hockey game before the Admirals would score the game-tying tally early in the third period and provide the overtime heroics. Goaltender Arvid Soderblom would make 31 saves, and forward Lukas Reichel would earn the primary assist on Altabarmakian's tally to improve his point streak to now 7 contests, which is a season high for Rockford Ice Hogs skaters this year. And for Reichel, he's got 4 goals and 8 assists over that point streak. And he has now improved to 8th in the American Hockey League rookie scoring race with his 26 points, and his 12 goals are tied for third among first-year players. For the Chicago Wolves, they're completing a 3-game homestand tonight. It would begin with a 2-1 overtime loss to Texas on Wednesday, but they would host the Grand Rapids Griffins last night here at Allstate Arena. They would snap a 3-game skid with a dominating 4-1 victory. Forward Stefan Nason would lead the way with 2 goals and an assist. Defenseman Max Lajoie with a goal and an assist. And Andrew Podorowski and C.J. Smith would each help out with a pair of assists. And their power play had a dominating performance last night as well. They went 3 for 8 on the man advantage. And for the Chicago Wolves team, they're led by a trio in their Wolf Pack. Forward Andrew Podorowski continues to lead the American Hockey League, now has 51 points on the season, and he is tied for first with 20 goals. And he is tied with Stefan Nason with those 20 tallies. Nason overall in the league scoring race, third with 40 points, and C.J. Smith right behind them all in fourth place and 39 points. In this head-to-head series, tonight is the 8th of 12 meetings between the two clubs. The Ice Hogs boast a 4-2-0-1 head-to-head record and have done really well against the top team in the Central. They last got together back on January 17th in the afternoon showdown at BMO Harris Bank Center, in which the Wolves would skate away with a 5-3 victory. It would snap the Ice Hogs' 4-game point streak they would have against their in-state rivals. And for the Ice Hogs, this is their first trip to Allstate Arena since November 27th, in which they would go into a shootout against the Wolves in a 3-2 setback. Let's take a look at the 3 keys to the contest presented by Lou Backroad Auto Mall. Key number 1 is to build off a good start after last night's performance against the Milwaukee Admirals. The Ice Hogs would grab the game opening tally thanks to Andre Altabarmakian and would snap a 5-game run in which the Ice Hogs would yield the game opening marker. Certainly built a lot of confidence, but against the high-flying Wolves team, they will certainly need to get off to a great start. And with that said, key number 2 is going to be a maximum effort is going to be required for the Ice Hogs for the full 60 minutes, maybe even more if necessary, as the high-flying Wolves certainly know how to take advantage in lulls in the contest. And key number 3 for Rockford Ice Hogs is to get pucks on net. Last night out in Milwaukee, especially on the power play, Ice Hogs a lot of passing, just not a lot of chances, and they need to be aggressive against the Wolves team here tonight. Force the Wolves goaltenders to make saves, cough up rebounds, and fight for those secondary opportunities. The Ice Hogs have had a lot of success against the top team in the Central Division this season and look to continue that trend tonight at Allstate Arena. Puck drop is at 7 o'clock, and you can catch all the action right here on the Ice Hogs Broadcast Network. Go Ice Hogs, and thanks for tuning in to tonight's Rockford Ice Hogs game preview.